What is up, local artists? It is your personal local artist, Bo Thomas, here to show you the best sculptures going around the internet right now. This is a super hot viral clip, hot, fresh out the oven clip for you that I would love to watch with you. I haven't seen it yet, but I am a sculptor myself. Let me know in the comments if you are a sculptor or you want to be a sculptor, or if you've ever made a sculpture of any sort. Let me know what you use. My go-to is seashells, abalone, mussel shells, all sorts of shells. Check out my Instagram right now. I will follow you back if you follow me. Comment something. I would love to check out each other's work. I make giant sculptures. One was a world, an abalone world. I encrusted this giant world with abalone, and it was spinning on a pedestal, but the world was being torn apart by a plastic core. I'm serious. Check it out on my Instagram. I'll comment on your work. Spent like a whole year making it. Did another shell sculpture. This one was a clam mouth with a shovel for a tongue, and it was pumping oil. There was a fountain of oil below, and it was commentary on fracking in the oceans, and how we were creating a monster of a problem by fracking in the oceans. It sounds like I'm joking. I'm not. Check it out on Instagram. I'd love to check out your work. You can create a network of artists. Let's dive right into this video. All right, okay, we're off to a banging start. That pillow looked amazing. The baby's kind of creeping me out. If I'm being completely candid, the baby's kind of throwing me off a little bit. I'm just not gonna look at it. That pillow was so amazing. I personally have such an affinity when artists can make flowing fabrics out of like marble or some sort of granite, very hard stone. Any kind of stone is very hard in my opinion. So if they can make something as delicate as fabric flowing in the wind. Sometimes I've seen artists, this was the one that made my mouth drop open, is they made fabric that looked transparent, like you could see the face through the fabric. It was probably an imprint. I don't know how they do it. It's like magic. A good sculptor is like magic, and they do it all by hand. They didn't have AI back then, and they were doing it all by hand. Hats off. Let's get back into the video. Wow. Yeah, that pillow it's such a great transformation. I feel like art is about, surprise and transformation. And this person's got it. To turn a rock into a soft looking pillow is quite the transformation. Wow, this is how they started? Interesting. Man, I love seeing the process of artists. Because I've seen people use wire sculptures, but I just wouldn't have thought for this, Wow. Yeah, putting clay on wire sculptures is really fun to do, but wow. He made a pillow out of clay. Oh no, he didn't. See, I thought the pillow was art. That's hilarious. That's smart to just copy a real pillow, It's funny how we if we were to make a pillow the way we think a pillow should look, our eye actually wouldn't accept it the same way that this pillow that's sitting somewhat ridiculously, Like sometimes life is more absurd than what we have pictured in our head, and our mind knows that. So when we depict reality, it's actually more far out than what we would have put. So, truly amazing. Honestly, it's so impressive. I don't get what's up with the babies, but I guess it's just the details, the fragileness, Maybe this is all commentary on like these moths are very fragile. Maybe that's a butterfly. Kind of looks like a moth to me. Comment down below if you think it's a moth or a butterfly. So this person's drawing on it, then sculpting it out. That's cool. I haven't done a lot of sculpting like this. My type of sculptures are much different. Very textured. This is like the opposite. He's going for super smooth, there's definitely texture, but there's definitely a level of smoothness that I don't really go for in my sculptures, now that I'm thinking about it. I guess seashells have a certain level of smoothness to them, but if you take a look at it, it is very textured. I'm all about texture. I'm a maximalist. Like this, I think you should leave it like this. This is perfect. It's kind of like breaking out of it. It's hard to know as an artist, when do you stop, right? because in some regards it would look good to have like a nice polished head coming out of like the case of it, like breaking out. Wow. Truly stunning. Wow, breathtaking. I love transformational artwork. Let me know in the comments if you've ever transformed something to make it look softer or, you know, like weightless. I did this one where I made a shopping cart look weightless. I took a shopping cart, spray painted it gold, filled it with water bottles that I also painted gold that were empty. And so it was like a gold shopping cart with gold water bottles in it, and it was being lifted up by purple balloons. And the way I was able to accomplish this was by tilting the shopping cart. It's on my Instagram. It's shopping cart. You tilt it, and it was like this. It was almost like a trick of the eye by like balancing it and making the balloons look like they were the one that was doing the work instead of really just balancing it. The whole project did not take me that long compared to like this was in my master's degree. This was just a little side project that I had just envisioned, and it took me more time buying the balloons and like spray paint and acquiring. Luckily there was a shopping cart on campus, but like acquiring the supplies actually took me more time than it did to create it, and I got the best feedback from the professors there, and it really kind of boggled my mind because like, how is it that this one project that it seemingly just kind of came together, you know, didn't get as good as response as this other project that I painstakingly spent like 18 months working on? It would get like mixed reviews on. And anyway, these projects are definitely a gamble because one, you could crack it. Can you imagine cracking that pillow, cracking a corner off that pillow after spending all that time? I mean, oh my God, that feeling. That would be quite the test. Anyway, let me know in the comments down below if you're a sculptor or if you've transformed any kind of material before. Follow me on Instagram. I'll follow you back. See you next time. Peace.